Welcome to the second episode of Did You Know with Carter. Oh, and Dad.
Thank you.
All right. So today we are going to be talking about planes throughout the ages. I really like this one. So, Dad, do I have to do the introduction?
Well, I can take it for a second. Yes, planes throughout the ages. Now, planes have been around for like, what, 100 years?
About.
That's kind of like an age, right? 100 years?
Mm-hmm. Because in our next fact, it's really, really close to 1900. So it's about a century ago.
Planes throughout the ages. We're going to talk about planes. This is, as Carter said, Did You Know, episode 2. Back by popular demand. I just want to say thanks to everybody who wrote great letters about what a wonderful job we did on episode 1, but they were lost in the mail because we didn't get them. So you might want to resend those. Carter, how do wings work?
Well, wings work. I think I need a model for this.
Yeah.
Can I use this?
Sure.
Okay. So wings work by when air flows over these wings. They create lift, and then at the very end, the elevators and the ailerons push it up.
All right. So without wings, a plane is just kind of like, a projectile.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like that old boomerang joke. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back?
I don't know.
A stick. But anyway. Okay, so how do jet engines work? I mean, some of these things have propellers. I kind of get how that works.
This is next.
Oh, sorry, aerodynamics. Can you tell us what aerodynamics means? Because I'm confused.
Aerodynamics is how smoothly a plane cuts or goes through the air.
That's a very good description. So
for example, on here, this air is just staying still here. Now, when this is going through really fast, it cuts at this little tip and spreads out over the plane as it gets larger. And then some of it is kind of pushed off and flies into here.
So it moves smoothly through the air, and that's good aerodynamics.
That's very good aerodynamics.
Okay, so some of these planes have propellers, which I kind of get. That's kind of like a fan, like in your room that like blows air or pulls air.
Two of them.
But some of them have jet engines. Can you tell me, how does a jet engine work?
A jet engine works by, I know this any day. Okay, so
air comes in the front of it, right?
Yeah, air comes in the front of it.
Right.
Well, you can see it better on this one.
Okay.
Air comes in the front of it. It gets squeezed through.
Okay.
And then it.
So then they burn fuel with the air.
Oh yes, they burn fuel. With the air, and
Right.
that makes it go really fast.
Kind of shoots out the back.
It does.
And it pushes it forward.
Yes, and that's the exhaust pushing it forward.
So, and that would be, as Newton said, this apple tree would be a great place to hang out. It's very peaceful. But he also said that when there's action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Like if you shoot a squirt gun at me, I'm going to shoot a squirt gun back at you because that's the law. So that's kind of like, how Newton comes into it. I'm sorry, I digress. So we're also going to talk about something called a nautical mile. What's the difference between like a nautical mile and a regular mile?
You'll understand it way better, and even by yourselves, if you know what a nautical mile is.
Okay.
A nautical mile is a unit of length that is about 1 minute of arc of latitude.
Okay.
1/60th of 1 degree at the equator or sea level. Or at the equator at sea level.
Okay.
By international agreement, it has been set at 1,852 meters exactly. About 6,076 feet.
So that's longer than what we would call a mile, like it's a mile to school or something like that. And it's decided, and you can figure out a nautical mile by comparing it to the distance around the Earth. So you can always figure it out. You don't have to have a special piece of rope or something that's a mile long. Cool. So let's talk about our first plane. What's our first plane?
Our first plane is the Wright Flyer.
The Wright Flyer. Why do they call it the Wright Flyer? Because it was
Because-
not wrong, or
Because Flyer was the name of it. So
and Wright. Those are the guys that made it, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Wright brothers. Yeah. Okay.
all right.
Go ahead. Let her rip.
All right.
Give me a fact. Shoot me.
Okay, so the first one
A
is
fact. Anyway.
after building and testing 3 full-size gliders, the Wrights' first powered airplane flew at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. On December 17th, 1903, making a 12-second flight, traveling 36 meters, 120 feet, with Orville piloting.
Do you know what I think is really cool? These two guys, Orville and Wilbur, built a plane out of, like canvas and stuff, right? And they put an engine on it. And then you know how they tested it? One of them got on it, and then they just took off. That sounds a little dangerous, doesn't it? Let's test it with me on it. And then if it crashes, you know what I mean? Would you test a plane by getting on it yourself for the first flight and seeing if it worked? That sounds a little dangerous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But those guys were like, yeah, let's try it. I'll get on. Fire it up. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Right. It is a canard biplane with 112 horsepower horizontal. Horizontal.
You got cut off there. You know what that is.
Horizontal 4-cylinder engine driving 2 pusher propellers via sprocket and chain transmission system.
So like your bike has a sprocket and chain transmission.
Yes.
And wait, so what's a canard again?
A canard is when the wing or stabilizer or
The horizontal stabilizer?
Yes,
Yeah.
a horizontal stabilizer is in the front of the plane and not the back.
Oh, so that's a canard. It's not like a duck or something. It's actually kind of, it's the tail's in the front kind of thing. Okay, good. And it was the first powered flight, right?
Yes. And it had no wheels and skids for landing instead.
Wow. So, wow. That's really cool. And that was the very first plane. Let's move on to the next plane, shall we? All right, I'm going to switch it over. Here's your next one.
Wait.
Got it? And I'm going to switch to this plane right here. What is that plane? That looks cool.
The
It's huge.
Airbus A380.
Wait, does it have 2 rows of like windows there?
Yes, it's
So it's
a
like a-
double-decker plane.
It's like a 2-story plane?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And guess what?
I hope there's a lot of bathrooms. Do you think there's a lot of bathrooms on board? Because I wouldn't want to have to wait in line on a big plane like that.
Well, I think Airbus had that. Really got that down.
Okay, all right, give me a fact. Throw a fact at me.
Airbus designed the aircraft to challenge Boeing's monopoly in the large aircraft market.
Boeing's monopoly. But that's not actually the way Boeing would put it. But anyway, please continue.
The A380 made its first flight on April 27th, 2005. And began commercial service in October 2007.
Well, wait a minute. Something else happened in 2005 that was really cool. What was that? Yeah.
Oh, it was the last fact.
Oh, what is the last fact?
The Airbus A380 is the same age as me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of
8
cool,
years
right?
old.
So every time you see an A380, you're going to think, that's kind of like my plane.
Yes, and my sister, she was born in 2007, and guess what?
What?
Its commercial service is also as old as her.
So this is like our family is totally wrapped up with the A380.
Well, 2 of our family.
Let's move on to the next one. This one's a little more military.
Oh, wait. Can it go on? Can I
Bring it
put
in.
on?
Bring it in. He's going to fly it in.
Oh, missed it that time.
All right, try again.
Missed it again.
All right, land
Rolls
that
it
thing.
again.
Land that thing. Cool. All right, so what kind of plane is this? Looks kind of cool.
This is an F-18 Super Hornet.
Super Hornet. How can you tell it's a Super Hornet and not just a regular Hornet?
Oh. It's actually the second fact.
All right, tell me what the second fact is.
The second, wait, is the nose pointing at you, fans?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. So it has these. So the regular Hornet has oval-shaped intakes, and the Super Hornet, this one, has rectangular-shaped intakes.
Oh, so that's how you can tell whether it's a Hornet or a Super Hornet. Cool. Tell me more. Tell me more.
The Boeing F-18E/F Super Hornet is a twin-engine carrier-based multi-role fighter aircraft variant based on the McDonnell Douglas F-18 Hornet.
So it's flown by the Navy, is what they're trying to say there.
Yeah.
How fast can it go?
Speed, Mach 1.7 plus.
Whoa. Mach? What is Mach? You made that word up,
Mach
didn't you?
is times the speed of sound.
So Mach is the speed of sound. Why don't they just say the speed of sound?
Because it's an easier word to say.
Well, is the speed of sound the same everywhere in the atmosphere?
No.
So it changes? Like up in the atmosphere, up high, it's different than it is down low in the atmosphere?
The speed of, sound waves are
It's like a...
friction, right?
I do know friction.
So friction slows it down through the atmosphere at sea level around here.
So it goes slower through dense air and faster through thin air.
And faster through water, too.
So Mach is the speed of sound, whatever it happens to be wherever you are. Oh, but why do they say, wait, it says 1.7 plus. Why don't they just say what it is?
Because it's a secret. The military...
They don't want us to know the real number?
You know why?
Why?
They don't want any other militaries getting an idea and stepping ahead of the Super Hornet.
Very sneaky. Very sneaky.
Oh, and ceiling?
Yeah?
50,000 feet plus.
Can we switch?
Yeah.
Let's move to the next
one.
one.
Wait. There's one more.
Yeah?
Its range in combat, it does 1,275 nautical miles.
So that's nautical miles. We already covered that, though, because we were way on top of that one.
That's when it's clean.
Isn't it cool when we're on top
No
of
weapons.
it? All right, next one. So the next one is huge.
Whoa! Whoa!
And I think it's really cool looking.
Yeah, I think you need to step back to see this one.
This is a ginormous
Yes.
plane. It's a ginormous model. I don't think it's really that. Anyway, what is that plane? Please tell me. Give us some facts. Throw some facts down.
This is the B-17 Flying Fortress.
Wow. What did they use it for?
Well, let me tell you how many were built first.
Was it for skywriting? No.
No.
Okay.
Of course not. Why would it be for skywriting? It's a huge, humble plane.
I like skywriting. Okay. Go ahead.
too.
Yeah.
So 12,731 were built.
That is a lot of planes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of planes.
Oh, and another fact that I didn't put down on here
Yeah, tell me more.
was that the idea for the B-17 was for it to go on missions and do its mission without any escorts.
Oh, that's why it had all the guns on it, so that it wouldn't need escorts? Did that work out? No, they had to use escorts, didn't they?
Definitely
Yeah,
not.
it was an interesting idea, but it didn't work that well.
Yeah, but it still looks cool.
It looks really cool. That's why they call it the Flying Fortress, right? It was like a castle in the sky. Castle in the sky. Kind of
The
poetic.
second one is
I want to make up a poem now.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Don't go into don't go into poet mode right now. Okay.
We'll go into poet mode after the show's over.
All right.
And then you'll just, because it's going to be good stuff. Yeah. Let her rip.
So,
What's next?
it was a World War II heavy bomber.
Okay, got it. So do you remember? Do you
There's
remember
two
World War
bomb
II?
bays. There is one here and one here.
So do you remember World War II?
I wasn't around to see it.
All right, I don't either. So it must have been before both of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a while ago. How many people in the crew? I mean, is it like one guy just like running around trying to handle everything?
10.
He's kind of 10 people?
Yeah.
There were 10 people on that thing flying around?
So,
Wow.
I need to put this on the table. So,
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
pilot, co-pilot,
Okay.
navigator, somewhere there,
Uh-huh.
bombardier. Wait, where is he supposed
He'd
to
be in the front, I think, in the glass part.
Yeah,
So they had a good view.
Actually, I think I think it's the nose gunner.
It's bombardier / nose gunner. He had to do
Yeah.
both. Can you imagine he had 2 jobs?
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, busy guy up there. Yeah, what else?
There was the
Top turret?
yeah
Uh-huh.
top turret gunner.
Mm-hmm.
He would sit here, and this is what he would control.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Radio operator. I don't know where he is.
He's in the middle here. Waist gunners.
Waist gunners. Here.
Oh, so that's like the waist of the airplane.
Yeah, and here.
Okay, got it. Uh-huh.
Ball turret gunner. Very bottom.
Okay.
And tail gunner. At the very back.
Oh, got it. Nice. So how fast could that plane fly?
Okay, so maximum speed, 287 miles per hour.
Nice. Okay. And how high could it fly?
Surface ceiling, 35,600 feet.
That's pretty high.
Wait
Yeah.
a second. Wait a second.
That's okay. We don't need that.
Wait.
Yeah, use bombs.
Yeah, but it said ... Nothing there. What is this, a joke?
Yeah, we gotta fire our secretary. Well, wait. What was the range though? How far could it go with 8,000 pounds worth of bombs? Less than.
Less than 400 miles.
Cool. And if it had 4,500 pounds of bombs, how far
About
could it go?
800 miles.
Okay, so if you had more bombs, you couldn't go as far because you were using more gas and stuff, right? Hey, let's move to the next one because this one's one of my favorites.
Let me put this away first. Actually, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is there an?
Yeah, you can just
I
drop
did
it.
all of them.
Yeah.
SR-71
Could you hand
Blackbird.
this to me? This is the SR-71 Blackbird.
It's coming in. It's coming in.
All right, make it a
Missed
quick
it again.
landing.
Yeah, it missed.
Make it a quick landing because they can't really see that very well. All right, cool. So the SR-71 Blackbird. So I bet this thing was just bristling with guns. I bet it had guns all over it. No?
No weapons at all.
No weapons at all? What'd they use it for?
Reconnaissance.
What does reconnaissance mean, though? I mean, it's a French word, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
Okay. I think it is.
Reconnaissance means to go, take information, get information from another place you can't get to, and bring it back to your home base.
Oh, very good definition. I like that. So I bet this thing had to go really fast and really high.
Yes.
How fast could it go?
Maximum speed, Mach 3 and over.
Over? How
Plus.
fast? Over
Plus.
over 2,000 miles an hour?
Yes.
Wait, it's Mach 3 plus. Is that because they were keeping it a secret again?
Yep.
How old is this plane?
About 50 years.
50 years old? This thing looks like it's brand new. It's looked like some spaceship thing. That thing is 50 years old?
Well, you know, this is a model.
Well, okay, granted. But you know what I heard about this plane? Can I tell you a fun fact about this plane? So this plane was made, not completely, but a lot out of titanium. And the main source for titanium was Russia. But during the Cold War, when this thing was made,
Ooh,
the Russians, and we weren't really good friends with them, so they weren't going to give us titanium or sell us titanium. So the CIA had to set up all these secret companies around the world to buy titanium, supposedly for like civilian projects. And then those dummy companies funneled all the titanium back to the US, and that's how we snuck titanium out of the Soviet Union to build SR-71s with. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it's kind of a cool spy story. It's not like you're breaking into like buildings and taking little pictures of documents, but it's still a really cool spy story, I think.
Oh, and
Yeah?
its ceiling, or how high it can go, over 85,000 feet.
That's ridiculous. I want to hear that again. How high?
Over 85,000 feet.
Shut up. It's not that high. It couldn't go that high. Are you sure it
Over
wasn't like
85,000 feet.
Maybe it was 8.5 thousand feet. No, 85,000. All right, I'm sorry. I'm backing off.
85,000 feet.
Well, when was the first flight? I don't believe this whole 50-year-old thing.
First flight of an SR-71 took place on December 22nd, 1964.
See, that's it. It's 49, which isn't anything like 50. So
It's
it's pretty close to 50.
what comes after 49?
27. If it was me, it would be 27. But that's another story.
Next
So-
year it'll be 50.
Wait,
and
what's
we're
that?
going to celebrate its birthday. We're
Wait.
going to have a huge celebration with balloons and cake, and there's going to be cupcakes too. You better come.
All right, you better come. We'll talk about that.
I'm just kidding.
What's the last fact on that?
Oh, has radar absorbent paint.
Whoa,
Or-
radar absorbent paint?
Not just paint, it also has radar absorbent material.
So this thing was kind of stealthy even though it was 50 years old?
Uh-huh.
That's like redonkulous. I thought stealth was this brand new thing that they invented like Thursday. And now you're telling me that this 50-year-old plane has stealth
Thursday,
technology?
they wouldn't even tell us that stealth was invented.
Can I tell you something? I know from secret sources that I cannot reveal on Bowie Cable, even though I don't think anybody would see it. But I can tell you that when this plane landed at its home base in Okinawa, they couldn't see it on their flight control radar. It was invisible. Crazy, right?
They said, wait, where's the Blackbird supposed to be coming in? It's supposed to be coming in at 2 o'clock.
I have this weird feeling that we got to move. What's the next plane?
Gotta put this down here. Okay, we'll celebrate your birthday next year.
All right. That is a cool looking plane. I like the way the horizontal stabilizers are pointed down.
Yeah,
Kind of droopy.
I'll give a better thing of that.
right.
It's actually, in real life, it's actually drooped down much more than that.
Oh, I see. That's not as drooped as it would be. All right, so we got to run through this one pretty quick. What is this plane?
Okay. It is the F-4 Phantom.
That was the running, by the way.
It is the F-4 Phantom.
The F-4 Phantom. Cool. How fast could it go?
1,485 miles per hour max. Mach 2 and up.
Wow, that's a fast plane. How high could it fly?
Its ceiling is 56.
56 feet.
No.
56 yards.
No.
56 nautical miles.
No.
All right, I'm lost. 56 what?
56,100 feet.
Wow. So wait a minute. Did this thing have guns on it?
Let's see. Well, the first flight of it
Yeah.
was May 27th, 1958.
Okay, and did it have guns on it? Because it looks like it would be like...
Originally did not have guns
Get out.
and not a great dogfighter.
Oh my goodness.
Da-da-dow.
All right, last plane. We got one more to go.
Oh, wait, Dad.
I don't think we have time
your
for that
F4
story.
Please, you could. Please.
All right. When I was a
After the
kid, this is going to go
Dreamliner.
really fast.
Oh,
When
yeah.
I was a kid, the Thunderbirds flew F-4 Phantoms, and they did a demonstration, and we went out and watched it on our boat because they were flying over the lake that I grew up at. And let me tell you something. Having one of these things flying right at your face is A, terrifying, B, super loud, and I got kerosene splashed all over me. So it wasn't really
Wait, is kerosene that oil
kind of
that
like
they
jet fuel. Yeah. Yeah.
why did you say no?
I could read their helmets. I know that Bob was flying the plane that was coming right at my boat. It was really, you know, it said Bob on his helmet, and Bob was making me very scared.
Remember, this isn't the plane that this is.
Right.
We're
right.
just,
We're moving on to the next one.
Where do I
This is our.
put this? Where do I put this?
I'll take it. So this is our final plane of this episode.
Now get a very good look at this, because you're never probably gonna see this again in your life until like 20
Until you
more
get on
years.
one and fly. They're in service right now.
Yeah, they are.
All
so
right.
this one is
What is it?
the most spectacular of all. Dum 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 dum. The 787 Dreamliner.
Okay. 787 Dreamliner. Is this a military plane?
No, definitely not.
So I could get on this plane and fly to Cleveland?
Yeah.
Why in the world would I want to go to Cleveland? I'm
What?
kidding. Never mind.
Okay, so its range is 7,650 to 8,200 nautical miles.
Nautical miles, people. Nautical miles. All right. Go ahead.
Uses composites and has one-piece composite barrel construction.
Cool.
wha-
And cruising speed?
Oh, and wait, most of the composites is
Carbon
is-
laminate?
Yeah, carbon laminate.
But it also has carbon sandwiches.
Mm.
Literally, it's made with something called carbon sandwich, which I'm going to eat after the show along with a glass of caustic soda for all you chemists out there. Anyway, all right. That is all the planes.
Oh,
We
wait,
are
wait.
Yeah, tell me one
Wait.
more. Tell me. Got
Its
one more time.
cruising speed is Mach 0.85.
So
Pretty
that's
fast for a plane.
85% of the speed of sound.
Uh-huh.
Carter, we have gotten through another Did You Know?
Oh, and one more.
Wait. We are in wrap-up mode. Not super wrap-up, but wrap-up mode. No? We're in, yeah, exactly. So, Carter, let me ask you this. What is our next Did You Know going to be about?
Oh, I don't really know.
I don't know either. We were talking about the periodic table.
But we can't do so many elements at the same time.
That's true. But all you Mendeleev fans out there, you may be hearing about the periodic table. We were also going to do a holiday special, right?
Yes, and Dad, tell them the thing that they can get on for things that they can tell us, because remember the Mythbusters, they ran out of episodes.
Oh, right. Well, if you have any ideas for episodes, you can send it to us.
Uh-oh.
But the most important thing is that we are really, really glad that you spent, 27.5 minutes with us here. And we can't wait to see you next time on Did You Know with Carter. Thanks for watching.